Let me share with you one of my secrets to success. Let me talk to you about what my strategy is to get to the next level. If you're watching this video right now and you feel stuck, or you feel like you've stopped competing, or all of a sudden the last 6 months or a year, you've been okay with failing, what I'm about to share with you could significantly help you. In my experience, in my nearly 20 years of entrepreneurship, when I want to get to the next level, the first thing that I do is I set new standards. One of the secrets to leveling up is setting higher standards. If you look back on my 20-year career, even my entire life, the times in my life when I needed to level up, what I started with is raising my standards. Opposite of that is there times in my life when I've been flat and I've had no momentum and I've been okay with losing and I've been in that rut and I just kind of stayed down there for a while. Those are the times in my life where I kept the standard the same or even continued to lower my standards. If you want to level up and you want to grow your team or grow your business or grow your life, you need to start by raising your standard. And here's why that's important. The first reason that's important is because when you raise your standard, what you do is you start comparing your today to where you were 6 months to a year ago. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to get in the comparison mode and I just want to live freely. Look, when you raise the standard and you really want to get to the next level, you have to look back. It's going to force you to look back to see how far you've come. You're going to set new goals and you're going to compare month over month or quarter over quarter or year over year, because that's actually how you know that you're getting to the next level. And by setting higher standards, it's going to help you do that. Next, you're going to become more disciplined. You know, my great friend, Ed Milet, he talked a lot over the last 20 years to all of us who he's mentored. He said, look, your habits and your behaviors are a reflection of the standard that you set for your life. So when you decide to level up and raise the standard, what happens is that you become more disciplined. You automatically become more disciplined. See, I didn't chase discipline. I didn't chase habit. I chase higher standard. So if you really want to level up, you got to set that standard. And by setting that standard again, you're going to become more disciplined. Those people in my life that have set that higher standard, they know exactly what they want. They're getting after it and they have the discipline to do it. They're saying no to the parties. They're saying yes to the gym. They're saying yes to the healthy food over the non-healthy food because the healthy food is going to give them energy. They're putting water in their mouth. They're doing what they need to do to control their mindset because they need to get to that next level. And setting a higher standard does all that for you. What else does it do? When you set that higher standard because you're willing to level up or you're ready to level up, you know what it does? It makes you hate failing at a whole new level. You will begin to hate failing even more. Have you ever woke up and just thought to yourself, wow, I've been losing for a lot of months now. I've been losing for a couple years now, and I've just been okay with it. I used to compete. I used to be at the top of the game. I used to be on the leaderboard. I used to love to get recognition, and now I've just been okay with losing. I've just been okay being average and ordinary. Well, when you set that higher standard, what it does is you begin to hate failing at a whole new level. Chances are, right now, if you're flat in your business, you're okay with losing. You're okay with failing. I want you to begin to hate failing again. I want you to be obsessed with getting results. And how that starts is, again, by raising the standards. Next, when you raise that standard, you're going to hold yourself more accountable. Nobody needs accountability if they're not going to decide to set a high standard. You know, I'll look back in my career and I specifically can think of like a 2-year period in my career where I was flat. I was casual with my mindset. I was casual with my business. I wasn't accountable, nor to anybody else or to myself. And again, it's because I wasn't ready to level up. I had made that decision and I didn't raise that standard. So if you're going to go and be accountable to somebody long term and you're going to stick with it, the only reason you're going to stick with it is because you've decided to raise that standard. Next is you're going to start to downplay your success. You ever get to a party or you get around a group of people and all these people talk about is their success and they love to brag and they love to be boisterous with it. Hey, those are the people that don't have high standards, because the people that I know that have set high standards, they downplay their success. It's really hard for you to get them to talk about all their successes and talk about all the stuff that they've accomplished. The higher my standard got, the more I begin to struggle with hearing compliments. Think about that for a second, because the people that have the highest standards, they're never accomplished. The job is never done. There's always another chapter. There's always another level. When they're in the zone, right? A lot of people, they cheer them on and they're like, oh my God, you're doing so amazing. And what does somebody who sets a high standard say? They say, thank you, right? But we're just getting started, or we haven't done anything yet, or the house is just getting built, right? You could tell that to me in a year from now. And the reason they say that is because when you're in in that zone of setting high standards and leveling up, you don't need to hear the praise. You don't need to hear the recognition. You know when you need that is when you have low standards and you're not really doing the work. That's when you really need to hear those things. Think about it for a second. It's true for you too. When you were going through periods of your life where you had the high standard and you were leveling up, you didn't need the praise. You didn't need the recognition. But when you're feeling a bit insecure and you know that maybe you haven't been doing the work and you feel flat for a while, right? We rely on those things to boost us up temporarily. That's how you know that you need to level up. That's how you know that you need to get to the next standard. You need to raise your expectations. When you level up your standards, you'll realize that you're going to start to do more for other people, sometimes even at a detriment. When I level up, or the people that I know level up, they set that high standard, sometimes we have to remind them to focus on themselves because they make it about other people. They're so focused on other people that sometimes you have to remind them to take care of themselves. And lastly, when you level up, you will always have something new and excited to talk about. You will always be fired up because you'll be in the creative process. And when you're not doing those things, there's a chance you're not really excited about your path right now. You're not excited about your life. Maybe you're not really excited about your business. Why is that? Because you have no standards. Low standards is killing you. Low standards is leading to other areas of unhappiness in your life. So if you really want to get to that next level, it doesn't matter if it's in your health, in your marriage, or in your business, or any area. If you really want to get to that next level, I'm going to challenge you. If your standard's at a 3, take it to a 4. If your standard's at a 6, take it to a 7. If I want to level up my life, I have to take my standard and I have to raise it to the next level. And once you break through and once you get to that next level, if you do it right, it's going to be hard for you to go back, because that's all you want to do now. At bare minimum, stay at that level. So that's one of the secrets to success. That's one of my secrets to success, and that's one of the secrets of wealthy people all over the world. I appreciate you guys being here today. We'll see you on the next one.